Welcome to St. Petersburg, where a monumental $1.3 billion transformation is on the horizon. The Tampa Bay Rays' new stadium isn't just a ballpark. It's a game-changing marvel that will redefine Major League Baseball as we know it. Nestled within 12.6 acres, this intimate 30,000-seat venue is crafted to bring fans closer to the action than ever before. But this isn't just about sports. This stadium is the crown jewel of a sweeping $6.5 billion redevelopment plan for the historic gas plant district. This project is about more than just baseball. It's about revitalizing the economy, preserving the community, and leaving a legacy that will shape the city for generations to come. Backed by over $600 million in public investment and a strong commitment to the community, this stadium is poised to be a game-changer in every sense. But will everything go off without a hitch? Or are we in for a wild ride? Get ready, because the future of St. Petersburg is about to unfold. Let's rewind to 1990 when Tropicana Field first opened its doors. Back then, this dome-covered stadium was the hottest topic around, promising to shield fans from Florida's unpredictable weather. It was the pinnacle of modern design, and everyone thought they had nailed it. Fast forward a few years, and what once seemed groundbreaking began to feel like old news. Critics had a field day, pointing out the stadium's glaring need for updates, and its location felt like it was closer to the sun than to the city center. Even with the Rays making headlines with playoff runs and a World Series appearance, the stadium's flaws were impossible to ignore. The atmosphere inside Tropicana Field? Let's just say it wasn't exactly electric. And those empty seats? Winning games was one thing, but getting fans to show up was a whole different challenge. Without a buzzing crowd, the Rays were missing out on the full experience. It was clear. Tropicana Field had run its course. The solution? A new state-of-the-art stadium was on the horizon, promising to deliver the fan experience of the future. This wasn't just about adding better seats or upgrading the food options. It was about ensuring the Rays had a home that would keep them anchored in Tampa Bay. There was even talk that the team might consider leaving if they had to stay at Tropicana. So this new stadium wasn't just a luxury, it was a necessity. The stakes were sky high and the clock was ticking. But if you've ever tackled a massive project, you know that planning is just the first step. The real challenge was still ahead. They say starting a job is half the battle, but whoever said that clearly never tried to build a stadium. The new Tampa Bay Rays stadium wasn't going to rise from the ground without its fair share of obstacles, and the biggest one, as always, was money. The idea of using public funds to bankroll a privately owned team's shiny new playground sparked some serious debates. The approval process? Let's just say it made a tug-of-war match look like a friendly handshake. City council members weren't shy about raising their concerns, questioning the financial viability and whether the city would actually see a return on this billion-dollar bet. And then there was the elephant in the room: cost overruns. With a project of this size, going over budget wasn't just a possibility, it was practically a given. Between inflation, unexpected construction delays, and supply chain issues, the odds of sticking to the original budget were about as slim as finding a needle in a haystack. But money wasn't the only challenge. The stadium is being built in the historic gas plant district, an area with a history as rich as it is complicated. Once a thriving black neighborhood, this district was labeled as blighted and bulldozed, leaving a fractured community behind. The responsibility of building in this space is enormous. The developers chosen by the mayor and through the RFP process knew they had to do right by this land. The new stadium's development couldn't just dodge environmental regulations. It had to ensure history didn't repeat itself. This time, the community had to come out ahead, which meant that equitable development and cultural preservation weren't just goals, they were non-negotiable. So, with all these hurdles, how did the project finally get the green light? Let's dive into the development phase where things started to heat up. The journey to the new Tampa Bay Rays stadium has been anything but smooth sailing. Between 2018 and 2021, as the clock ticked down on the Rays' lease at Tropicana Field, talks about a new home intensified, but progress was more of a slow crawl than a sprint. It wasn't until April 2023 that the wheels finally started turning. The city of St. Petersburg and the Rays struck a preliminary deal to build the new stadium right on the existing Tropicana Field site, seamlessly integrating it into the larger historic gas plant district redevelopment. The Rays' commitment to this redevelopment breathed new life into the project, transforming it from a potential burden into a golden opportunity for the city. Fast forward to June 2024, and we hit a critical milestone. The St. Petersburg City Council finally gave the project the green light, but it was a close call with a narrow 5-3 vote. The final hurdle was cleared on July 18, 2024, when the council approved $287.4 million in public funding and finalized the sale of 65 acres of public land. Not to be outdone, Pinellas County stepped in on July 30, 2024, contributing $312.5 million from tourism taxes to help bring the vision to life. The Tampa Bay Rays and their development partner Hines are stepping up in a big way, covering the remaining $700 million of the $1.3 billion price tag. And if the budget starts to spiral out of control, they'll be the ones footing the extra costs. To keep things secure, the Rays are locked into St. Petersburg for at least 30 years, thanks to a non-relocation agreement. Now that the funding is secured, construction is set to kick off in January 2025, with the grand opening of the stadium scheduled for the 2028 season. The heavy hitters behind this ambitious project include Rays owner Stu Sternberg, the city of St. Petersburg, Pinellas County, development partner Hines, and the renowned architectural firm Populous. Together, they're pulling out all the stops to make this vision a reality. But let's not lose sight of the bigger picture. This stadium is just the crown jewel of a $6.5 billion redevelopment plan aimed at revitalizing the historic gas plant district. If everything goes according to plan, and that's a big if, this could be a win-win for the Rays, the city, and everyone involved in this massive undertaking. But as we all know, these grand plans rarely unfold without a hitch. But what does a billion-dollar vision really look like up close? You're about to find out. The new Tampa Bay Rays Stadium, with its intimate 30,000 seat capacity, including 25,000 fixed seats, is designed to bring fans closer to the action than ever before. Say goodbye to nosebleed seats. This ballpark is all about creating an electrifying up-close atmosphere that pulls you right into the game. Architecturally, the fixed-glass roof, it's more than just a design statement. It ensures fans can enjoy the game in comfort, rain, or shine. Inside the new stadium, no detail is overlooked. Whether you're there for the luxury experience or just to catch the game, this place has something for everyone. From lavish suites and club lounges for those who like their baseball with a side of luxury, to cozy group box seating for the die-hard fans, the stadium is designed to cater to all. But it's not just about comfort. Sustainability and inclusivity take center stage too. With energy-efficient systems and materials, plus full ADA compliance, the stadium ensures that everyone can enjoy the game. But don't think for a second that this project is just about building a stadium. The redevelopment of the historic gas plant district is poised to transform the area into a vibrant mixed-use community. At the heart of this transformation is a commitment to cultural and historical preservation. The project will integrate spaces that honor the district's rich legacy, including a museum of African American history, public art installations, and venues for cultural events, making sure that the past isn't just remembered, it's celebrated. And when it comes to game day, the excitement won't be confined to the field. A pedestrian plaza will become the lively hub for pre- and post-game activities, packed with food and beverage options, including a 2-story brewery, a food court, and a team store. Because let's face it, a game isn't complete without a cold drink and some new team gear. But what's the real score beyond the shiny new stadium and all its fanfare? How will this massive development truly impact the community, the economy, and the environment? The answers might surprise you. The new Tampa Bay Rays Stadium and the sweeping redevelopment of the historic gas plant district aren't just about transforming the skyline. They're set to be economic powerhouses for St. Petersburg. The numbers alone are staggering, with projections pointing to billions in direct and indirect economic impact over the coming decades. We're talking about the creation of thousands of jobs, spanning from construction crews and stadium staff to positions in the service industry, retail, and beyond. But it's not just about employment. This project is expected to funnel millions into local businesses, from hotels and restaurants to shops and entertainment venues. The steady stream of visitors, drawn not only by Rays games but by a variety of events hosted at the new stadium, is set to push local tourism to new heights. Additionally, rising property values and the subsequent increase in property tax revenues could provide a significant boost to city services and infrastructure projects across St. Petersburg. However, with all this potential comes some serious considerations. Gentrification is a real concern. Rising property values could price out longtime residents and local businesses, fundamentally altering the fabric of the community. Environmental impact is another major concern, with the need to carefully manage construction waste, energy use, and water consumption to keep the project in line with St. Petersburg's sustainability goals. Given the stadium's location in the historic gas plant district, there's also a significant cultural and historical responsibility. The area's legacy must be preserved, and that requires a thoughtful approach that respects the past while looking toward the future. Balancing these elements, economic growth, environmental stewardship, and cultural preservation, will be crucial to making sure the new stadium and the surrounding redevelopment are a true win for St. Petersburg. As we look ahead, the stakes couldn't be higher, and the outcome is far from guaranteed. The new Tampa Bay Rays stadium is a bold vision packed with promise, but also with potential pitfalls. It's a project that could redefine a city, or it could serve as a cautionary tale about what happens when ambition collides with reality. As the stadium takes shape and the gas plant district evolves, all eyes will be on St. Petersburg. Will this billion-dollar gamble pay off, or will it strike out? Only time will tell, but one thing's certain. This is a game you won't want to miss, and it's sure to go down in the history books. Any thoughts about this stadium? Comment them down below. I'd love to hear them. If you enjoyed watching today's video, don't forget to support the channel by hitting that like button and subscribing for more videos just like this one. Thanks for watching. Until next time.